Whoa, this looks quite cool.
She's nice.
Quite cool indeed. A bit of headlining dangling down, wing mirrors. Not bad, not bad. I know it's low mileage. I only have to look at the trim inside the door. Not knocked about at all. Now we'll probably take off that Twinkie beacon and pole. So if there's anyone out there got an urge for that, that will be for sale on eBay through Kate very soon. Because where this is going, they won't be wanting a... Hello, Mike. They won't be wanting a Twinkie beacon. Well, I don't think so. I think it could be a liability.
Are we taking off that mount?
The mount? No, I don't think so. No. No, more or less as it is. Rub it down, knock any dents out of the bin boxes, things like that, and get some paint on it. Right, let's go and see the Tactica project. We've also got 4 of these, or is there 5? These are sort of fancy wheels that came off big wide wheels come off a, were they Vixen or was it a Snatch?
These were the Vixen wheels, but we also have extra
wide
ones.
Oh yeah, great big wide Snatch wheels, great big Land Rover ones, big chunky ones. Right, let's go and see Tactica. Now, it's got its kind of dust coat on, which is a textured coat, and it's looking quite mean, isn't it? Quite big and black and, can I say big and black?
Yeah, it's big and black.
Big and black with a purple end. Are you going to do the front end for purple?
Well, it's funny you say
We were just thinking about a foot going around it with, and then masking up the front, doing the front purple.
And I'm going to put it just a small little hole in here. With
yeah, and then maybe some kind of blue lightning marks going up and down it in a kind of a, well, it was almost veined effect. So no, maybe we're going too far.
People were asking about lights for this, saying the lights were a bit old-fashioned. Well,
yeah, coming on.
We're going to modernise it, Nick.
Now, very soon, I think Chieftain will be out there being power washed, and that car will have to come in. So we've got to get this done quick, and we've got to get this done quick, so we can get our workshop back.
I've about 4 hours in that. So people were saying about modernising this.
You're a bit of a flat man, are you?
I am a flat man.
Buff 'em up, flat rubber. Now, so basically, we've got all these bits here. And these are all going on the Tactica, all looking great. I think you might find that might scuff through.
That's the finish you're showing that the Grand Tactica.
As your feet hit it. And what are these little bits here? They're the bolts that hold them on, are they?
Oh, for the handles.
Okay. Now we've got these black clamps that hold these bits on. You've seen them in the back. Yeah. I think they'll be okay left black, actually.
That's the finish that's going to be this.
Looking good. Oi, Rocco, sit. 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 I should only have to say that once. You fully understood. You foamy mouthed ugly bastard. Now, I'd like you to be very nice to Tyson, who's your new best friend. And remember who new daddy is. It's me, okay? What are you doing, monkey boy?
Having a little shuffle about.
I've got a beef burger in my pocket down there. It's either you or Rocco gets it.
I brought some dog treats with me.
You what?
I brought some dog treats with me.
Yeah, good idea. Make friends with him or he'll kill you.
Even that would never show.
He'll rip your head off and chew it and spit it out. Yes. Oh, look, he didn't lift the bucket when he's just, oh dear. Yeah, wonderful machines. So we've got this one here, and it had a wobbly alternator. But there you go. I think they've tightened that up and got it all nice. Got lots of extras on this. That Snatch block's worth its weight in gold, isn't it? Why is it every lorry driver of the winter's never got a decent Snatch block? And then I lend them one like that and I never see it again. We're getting ready because we've got to do some testing in the yard, running a Chieftain backwards and forwards, changing up and down the gears and make sure it's all hunky-dory. That ferret, that's got to go back in that hole over there. And then they've got the cars off. Lovely little car over there, that's going to get it. Then we've got this one here, Newman Security Services. And this was their runaround for a long time. And they might be doing a little corporate day, in which case they can run their own car over. How cool is that? Yes. I've never driven one of them. Looks like fun, doesn't it? And yes, let's see what they're up to. They're just moving that Snatch Land Rover. Someone's obviously left the isolator on. But there you go, that's life. Be interesting to see what all this clobber is in here. Because there's a lot of clobber. A lot of clobber indeed. various hydraulic pumps and things. Track. Yeah, all sorts. Oh, he's lifted the bucket this time. Well done. Well done. You can see why people call these frogs. They kind of look like a frog with the bucket coming out the back like a pair of legs. I hope they don't run over me steps outside the caravan. No, they're not that daft. They're not that daft. I'm going to come out with a wire brush later, and I'm going to wire brush those two rusty bits on the front, and or I might take them off and sandblast and paint them and put them back on again. They do look a bit scuffed. Aaron Dingle is busy DAing away on this Spartan. It's coming on beautifully. Real nice drive this is, yeehaw. And first of many, I hope. And we have got Kane, and he's on work experience. And he's learning his masking skills on the funky moped. And yeah, you might think we're not that worried about doing it properly, but we are. Because it's his work experience thing, and it's got to be done to a very, very high quality. So at the end of this couple of weeks, it's 2 weeks, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Anyone who comes on work experience for a week, total and utter waste of time. Basically, they're wasting our time and they're wasting their own. After 2 weeks, they're getting pretty bloody handy. If work experience was 4 weeks, a lot of firms wouldn't want to lose them at the end of it, and they'd give them a job. If they're any good, the firm would know by then. They think, bloody hell, we're going to miss Kane. He's a bloody good old boy, and he'd have a job. Bosh, just like that. So I need to speak to Ricky Schnoonat, whatever his name is, and say, look, mate, you know, use your influence, get it done right. Get these young lads on quite a long work experience, and if they haven't been chucked off it, really, because they're useless, you probably find they'll have a job at the end. It's just me, just my way of thinking. Now, the Tactica is looking very good. It's a bit white on the inside edges of the doors, but I'm sure that's going to be taken into account. We've gone for the Artex finish, a kind of a stippled Artex finish, so it's impossible to wash, because I don't like washing vehicles. And it's going to be the sort of thing you can drive through a house. We're all very excited, and we're looking for someone with a house they don't want, so we can drive through it.
Did you just call this Arctic finish?
It is Artex, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Dylan, your dad, would you mind if we drove this through his house? It'd make a great video.
You know, oddly enough, I think
You can do the driving.
I think you might mind if you drove.
I'll pad you up with loads of foam, and we'll just crash it through a house. I'd love to.
I think we should drive it over a car.
Yeah, a low car.
Yeah.
I like the idea of that. Just wallop it into it.
My idea, I'm driving.
Now, we're going to need some windscreen wipers. Funny thing is, if you did hit a car in this, because it's heavy, it would kind of the momentum, you wouldn't feel a lot of wallop when you hit it. It would just go crashing over it. Yeah, I might get some knobbly tyres for it, but these tyres have got a lot. I could make them knobbly. Bloody hell. I could remanufacture them. Yeah, don't say any more. Look at that, look. I'm going to painstakingly go over this and look where he's over-masked it or anything like that. But I've got a feeling he's not going to. Now, getting the stickers off is hard because you've got the glue. When you rub down the glue, you'd be surprised how wavy it makes the surface. And really, all them black bits are where there was glue and it hasn't rubbed down evenly. So wherever there was a sticker, we're going to have a big blended in white area. We're not going to paint this area. That's Jackson's head buffer. That's to stop him losing his teeth. Because he's got no. That's just a temporary thing. He'll be looking over the top soon. We'll pull it off when he's got a lot taller. That's a little beauty. I expect Dylan, who has one of these or something similar, will be scavenging bits frantically. Now I've noticed some damage on my new trailer, and Ashley has discovered exactly how it happened, and it was me. I put my hands up to it. I caught Tank Limo as I went out of the front gate, and yes, it was me. So there we go. I want a new panel along the top, and I'll rivet that in, and in fact it looks like it's bolted in. I then tap that round a bit, and that was me another time. How about that, eh? The new trailer, it looks very nice, but it doesn't follow very well. Where I drive with the vehicle, it creeps across about a foot, and that's bloody horrible. And that's because it's got 6 wheels. So anyone thinking it's cool to have 6 wheels on your trailer, think about how the thing's going to follow, because it all depends on the balance. And maybe my Range Rover's a little bit high for the tow bar, or the tow bar's too low, I don't know, but it ain't a great design. And I really have to watch it, and even me watching it and being careful, I'm smashing things up. Well, we've had lots of rain, and that'll be good because the Monty Days come in at the end of the month, and I'd like a bit of water in the water splashes because it's exciting. Because if you don't get it right, you get wet. Lots of ferrets. Not sure what to do with these. Not sure what to do with these either. You'd think they'd want them in Ukraine for spares, but because they've got 6 live ones. But no, not much interest really. It's what we want. You can play with it and then you can eat it. You couldn't ask for more, could you? Play with them around the fields, and as soon as they so much as cough, run the bastards over. And then we've got this one in the corner. That's going to be one of ours too, but that's just beautiful. So we might end up giving that to Ashley when his 4-wheel drive dies. I mean, that's just nice, that in the corner, isn't it? That's going to be my wagon off-road. And then that one I think is going to be Tom's, because he's not been with us very long and he deserves a bit of a shitter for a little while. And this one here, this is going to be probably Dylan's, because I think he's got one like this, but not as clean. It looks as clean, but underneath that blue paint is just a load of bongo. That's the Australian name for filler. Oh, here it comes, bloody hell, it's on its way. Moped. He is actually probably considering there's a slight chance he's going to get a go on my moped afterwards. That's just terrible. How you getting on, Dylan? It's looking black. He's even done the door shuts. Has Dan been any help to you at all? Yeah, you've cracked on though, haven't you? Yeah, you've got it done in the end. Well done. A beauty. Okay, how far does a pile of shit like that roll when you let it go? Give it a shove and say bye. Oh, it's going, it's going, it's going. Will it hit the Saracen? Will it stay on the ramps? Hooray, there you go, look, perfectly timed. Look at that, see, no trouble.
So who's this, Nick?
This is our YTS, no, not YTS. Work experience. They said he was only coming for a week, and I said, get stuffed. I don't want anyone for a week. 2 weeks minimum. Otherwise, they're just getting useful, and then you say goodbye to them. So, in 2 weeks, they're getting pretty good. If it was 4 weeks, it'd be really good. That's it, get nice and low. That's it. That's good.
That's enough. And this is where it gets messed up. Nick's brain. If you ever do what you just did there again, I was kicking so hard you were fucking body Q1 or what fucking hit you. Yeah.